Hi, my name is Gilad. I'm 26. I'm a student and a reservist. I was asked by a friend to give you my thoughts and experiences. I won't go over the things you've probably already seen in the news. This is going to be a bit more personal. I'll try and share with you how I see things and what's the atmosphere in Israel these days. Regarding the general mood, I'd say it's pretty good, all things considered. Spirits are always exceptionally high during times of war in Israel. We really come together. We use lots of humor, some of it pretty dark, to deal with the absurd situations we're sometimes in, and this current peak in violence is no different. Almost no Israeli is stranger to this sort of thing, rockets and other terrorist actions, and most of us have a way of dealing with the stress. Of course, it's not always so peachy, and over the years many people do suffer mental damage, especially in the southern areas where rockets falling is a pretty regular thing, shockingly enough. The stress eats away at you sometimes, and running your everyday business becomes difficult. Having 15 to 60 seconds to run for shelter really isn't much, and when it happens many times in a single day, it becomes a serious nuisance. I'm not going into the whole I could die, someone I love could die aspect of it. I'm sure you can understand how awful that must be. Because of this situation, Israelis are always very eager to volunteer. Just like during the Second Lebanon War in 2006, the military has called upon reserves. You are undoubtedly familiar with the expression giving 110%. Well, this is the case here, except it's much more than 110%. Volunteers from all over have requested to serve of their own volition and goodwill in far excess of what the military actually needs. This is how we come together in defense of one another. During the 2006 Lebanon War, hundreds of thousands of Israelis were under fire, and many fled south. In most countries, they would have become refugees in their own country, but not here. Here they were hosted by families in the south and center, often complete strangers. As I've said earlier, we use a lot of humor to get by. It's a Jewish thing, probably. There's a lot of internet memes and humor, and social networks are overflowing with laughter-inducing content. It's a great tool for dealing with this sort of thing. Cracking jokes with random strangers in a shelter somewhere is also a peculiar experience. I believe it's important to keep it going, to keep smiling, and not to feel too sorry for yourself. I consider myself extremely lucky. Despite everything that's been going on, this is probably the best time in history to be a Jew. My grandfather fled from the Nazi extermination machine after having lost most of his family. And here I am, recording videos for free living Jews in another country from the safety of my home in a strong sovereign Jewish state on my ancestral land. So don't worry too much about us. We're resilient and we're doing just fine. What is always nice to know, however, is that someone out there has our backs, if only in the moral sense. We may win battles on the ground, but feel as though we're losing other fights in the arena of public opinion. I hope I'm not being too bold in saying this is something you can help us with. Moreover, displays of support are always appreciated. Pictures of Israeli flags held by proud, smiling people is a tremendously encouraging sight for us. Thank you.